House Intel Committee. And sir, good morning to you and welcome back to our program. There's an unconfirmed report out of South Korea that this missile launch hit Mach 10, which would be in excess of 7,000 miles an hour, which would seem to suggest that they're moving toward hypersonic weapons. And remember what all these former North Korean missile tests were about. They were about ICBMs trying to target Hawaii or the west coast of the U.S. With a hypersonic missile, you can do that. What's the read inside on what you know about this?
Well, this certainly illustrates for everyone the direct threat that North Korea represents to the United States, both Hawaii, West Coast, but even the East Coast. Their ability to pursue ICBM technology, the fact that they're a nuclear weapons state, now they're reaching to hypersonic technology, means that they might be able to overcome even our missile defense system. But one thing we need to remember is that there would be no nuclear weapons state of North Korea or even their missile capability if it wasn't for China. This is an issue that the administration needs to be addressing with China and with North Korea. This represents a direct threat to the United States.
Yeah, if they achieve this, if they can weaponize a hypersonic missile, they can essentially say to the U.S. government, stick them up. Now is the time, sit down and give us what we want. Could they not?
Well, it certainly holds us hostage, especially if they look to, for example, putting Taiwan at risk or any adventuresomeness in the area. When you start to place mainland United States at risk, you certainly lower our overall options, and that's what North Korea is looking for. They are a rogue state. These weapons in their hands are certainly very dangerous. Unfortunately, we're behind in developing these type of weapons. China, Russia are advancing their modernization. We still have the legacy of the Obama-Biden sequestration that severely cut our military spending and our ability to modernize. We need to catch up, and we need to make certain we have defenses.
Another topic now on Ukraine. Don't know what's going to happen with these talks. Apparently, they're underway, but they seem to be rather stubborn. Jake Sullivan, NBC, last night said this from the White House.
We believe that the Russians have positioned tens of thousands of troops and advanced military equipment on the border with Ukraine, and that they have done so with at least the capability, if not the intention, to invade. We believe the threat of invasion is real, and we are determined through a combination of deterrence and diplomacy to avert that circumstance, to defend Ukrainian territorial integrity and sovereignty.
So for their part, Russia says, we're not going to invade. Do these talks get us anywhere, or what do we concede to get out of this jam?
Well, we should concede nothing. I mean, the fallacy here is that Russia is claiming that NATO is a threat. NATO is not a threat. They're a defensive organization. Russia already received concessions from the Ukraine and the United States. Ukraine, upon the dissolution of the Soviet Union, was a nuclear weapons state, conceded its nuclear weapons, gave them back to Russia in exchange for guarantees in a Budapest memorandum of guarantees for their sovereign integrity. Russia's already violating that and invading and annexing portions of the country in Crimea. They already have assurances that Ukraine is not a threat, NATO is not a threat. We need to, of course, diligently try to deter Russia, but also ramp up our sanctions options so that Russia can see there will be real action if they take any threatening action to Ukraine.
Okay, one more point on this. Leon Panetta with Neil Cavuto yesterday said this as well, the test for this administration.
Mistake about it, that Putin is testing. He's testing President Biden. He's testing the United States. He's testing our allies. I think for a period of time, Putin has read weakness on the part of the United States.
You agree with that, sir?
Absolutely. When we're coming off of Afghanistan and what we're seeing with this administration, and of course the legacy of the Obama-Biden administration that looked to reduce our overall effectiveness of our military and military modernization, both China and Russia see weakness, and that certainly I think is why Putin has troops gathering outside of Ukraine.
Mike Turner, thank you for your time and a happy birthday to you. Thank you for making time for us today.
Appreciate that.